My child, do not disregard this message. I am knocking on the door of your heart with urgency, with a plea you cannot ignore. I have seen what no one else has seen, and I have heard the thoughts you are too afraid to speak. This is your final call before everything you've been avoiding begins to overwhelm you. I need you to listen now, because this time truly matters. This is not just another message, not just a passing word to inspire you for a moment. It is an urgent summons from my heavenly throne, a cry from a father who loves his child deeply and does not want you to continue wandering aimlessly, without purpose. There is something you need to understand. Your heart has carried a burden for so long, weighed down by loneliness, uncertainty, and the constant battle to stay strong when everything around you seems to be crumbling. I have seen your tears in the quiet of the night when no one else was there. I have felt your pain when words failed to express what your soul could not bear. Even when you thought I was far from you, I was closer than you realize. Every tear you shed, every silent cry, every prayer, even the ones you thought went unheard, have all reached me. You are not alone. You never were. This message is my way of telling you that the time has arrived for you to speak. Don't turn away from this moment. Don't close your heart as you've done before, because this could be the last time my voice calls to you with such clarity. Time is slipping away. The signs are all around you, and my spirit is moving across the earth, wakening those who are still willing to listen. I have chosen you for something far greater than your own plans or dreams. It's not just about you. It's about many who will rely on your obedience, on your willingness to say yes. But for any of this to unfold, you must stop right now and give your attention to me. Listen, for you are surrounded by voices, but my voice is the one that calls you to greater things. The world is loud, social media distracts, anxiety overwhelms, and many wander without hope, having silenced the voice of my spirit. Yet, you can still hear me. You can still feel that stirring deep within, telling you this is for me. That is the sign that I am here with you. My love for you has not run dry, and my patience has not ended. But I am calling with urgency because things are shifting in the spiritual realm. Doors are closing, and others will only open if you take the right step forward. Do not dismiss this call. Do not brush it off as just another message. Stay here, listen carefully, and let my words guide you. What I am about to reveal is the map to the purpose you've been searching for, the treasure your soul has been longing to discover. I do not play with your time or emotions. I am the I Am, the one who forms life in the womb, the one who counts every hair on your head, the one who knows your thoughts before they even cross your mind. And today, with the voice of a father, I say to you, speak with me, open your heart to me. This is urgent. The time has come. The restoration you seek for your home is nearer than you realize. The person you cherish, yet feel so distant from, the one for whom you've wept in secret, the one you see as hardened or lost, will still become a living testimony of my presence. I, the Lord, have not abandoned them, even when you feel lost for words, even when your strength to speak has faded. My spirit has never stopped working within them. I am moving deeply in their heart, in the unseen places, in what your eyes cannot yet perceive. Do not give up now. Do not retreat into silence that only brings more pain. Keep trusting, for I am at work, and what you cannot see now, you will witness in time. Listen to my words, for I am working in the unseen. I am shifting the pieces needed to bring peace where there is turmoil, healing where there is pain, and forgiveness where there is offense. That rebellious child who has caused you so much worry, the one who roams the streets and walks in paths unknown to you, the one who returns with harsh words or not at all, I see them. I know them. Even when they are far from home, surrounded by the very influences you fear, and when you feel the only option is to shout or give up. Remember this: it will not be through your strength or through raising your voice, but by my Holy Spirit. Their heart will be touched, and they will come back to me. My love will overwhelm them, transforming them as a mighty river does to dry land. And the promise I made to their descendants, yes, the promise you have read in my word and carried in your heart will come to pass. I do not lie. I do not fail. I know the road has been tough. You've carried the weight of unexpected news, diagnoses that came like a storm, shaking your peace. You've looked at your situation and wondered, how will we get through this? How will we keep moving forward? But here is the truth. You are not alone in this battle. I am with you. I am your protector, your provider, your healer, the one who promised you victory, and I will not let you be put to shame. As you read these words, I am renewing your strength. I am breathing life into this situation. Trust in me and believe even when you cannot see the way forward. And if doubts remain, if your heart grows weak, ask yourself honestly, is there anything too difficult for me? The Creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who holds all things in his hands, could he not heal disease, restore a family, or protect your loved ones? Could I, the one who parted the Red Sea and raised the dead, not be enough for what you face today? It is time to rise. It is time to believe again. And it is time to cry out with hope, not despair. Listen closely, for someone very near to you is waiting for this word. It could be your brother, your friend, your spouse, your parents, or even someone you have yet to meet, but whom I have placed in your life for this very moment. Do not hold this message to yourself. This word is the breath of hope they are longing for. Share it. There is someone on the brink of giving up, and you will be the vessel through which my voice reaches them. There are times when the soul silently cries out, when words fail, and strength seems to vanish. In those dark moments, when the body is there but the heart feels distant, I am present. Even when you feel as if you cannot sense me or hear my voice, I have never left you. Every tear you've shed has been gathered by me as a testimony of your endurance. There are prayers you never spoke, but that your spirit cried out louder than words ever could. I heard them. I answered them in my time, not yours. And today, I am aligning everything that seemed out of place. Some battles were never meant to be fought with swords or human plans. These battles are won in the quiet, in the secret place, when you seek me in solitude, when you rise in the early hours with your soul trembling, when you knock on the door of faith unsure if it will open. I have seen those moments. I saw when you chose to trust, even without visible assurances. That did not go unnoticed. I have written it down in my book. I celebrated it in the heavens, for no act of faith goes without eternal reward. Nothing you did out of obedience and love will be in vain. I am sending answers. I am moving hearts. I am releasing what was held back. The burden you've carried has been heavy. I understand. You've walked long roads, feeling misunderstood, judged, or even betrayed by those you love deeply. But listen closely, it's not about the depth of the hurt you've endured, but about what I will do with that pain. I am turning every wound into a source of healing. Tomorrow will become the testimony that brings others to tears, filled with hope. You are not broken without purpose. You are being shaped. You are not in ruins. You are in the process of reconstruction. I have seen you in moments when no one else did, when you could have responded with anger but chose silence, when you had the option to give up but chose to pray, when you wanted to drop the burdens you've been carrying but, out of love, you kept going. I honor each of those moments. Those who love even when they are unloved are not weak. They are powerful. And in that strength, which doesn't come from you but from me. You are being prepared to carry a greater glory. Here are those you've interceded for, voices that have spoken against you, whispers that sought to destroy your reputation. Fear no more. I am shutting those mouths, silencing the accusers, and revealing all that have been hidden. You do not need to defend yourself, for I am your defender. I am the one who will bring the truth to light. The justice you seek will not come from human hands, but from mine, and when I restore completely. I do not patch things up. I make all things new. Today, I am opening paths where none existed before. Though your feet may have stumbled at times, my hand has always been there to lift you. The desert you walked through was not meant to destroy you, but to remove the unnecessary distractions and teach you to hear my voice clearly, without interference. There, you learned that your strength does not come from applause, recognition, or the assurances of this world. You learned that I am enough, and that understanding will bring you freedom like never before. It is not too late to begin anew, even if the years have passed and opportunities seemed lost. I bring new opportunities. What was taken from you, what you lost, what you thought could never be regained, I can restore. But I will not restore it the same way. I will not bring back the old. I will create something better, because where you saw loss, I see room for something new. Where you saw destruction, I see the foundations for something greater, and where you saw an ending, I am writing the beginning of a new chapter, one you never could have imagined. Do not let what you see shape what you believe. My word remains unchanging, and my promises are not voided by your circumstances. I am fulfilling every promise, even if you do not see it yet. Soon, you will witness it, and when you do, you will realize that it was never by your strength or wisdom, but by my grace, my faithfulness, and my eternal love. Even before your first breath filled your lungs, I had already ordained a purpose for you that is not dependent on the world's opinions or what you have believed about yourself. I did not come to remind you of your failures or to point out the times you hesitated because of fear or insecurity. I have come to show you that, even in those moments of doubt, when nothing made sense, you were still within my divine plan. The mistakes you made were never stronger than my will. I do not choose you because of your perfection, but because of your availability, your willingness to listen and obey me. Allow yourself to be led, even if your steps have been unsure at times. I see beyond what you can see, and amidst everything you have gone through, I am creating something eternal. You've been waiting for answers that haven't come as you imagined, and that's because some questions I answer not with words, but through processes. I have guided you through paths that seem unclear at first. I closed doors just when you thought they would open. I allowed certain supports to vanish, not because I wanted you to be unprotected, but because I wanted you to discover who I am without relying on anything or anyone else. It's in the emptiness that the true source is revealed, and when there's nothing left to hold onto, my hand becomes unmistakably evident. That is my faithfulness. It does not change with the seasons. It does not rely on your moods. It remains constant. Now, you are being prepared not for an ordinary life, but for a special mission. Not everyone will understand what I'm showing you, and not everyone will grasp the fire I've ignited within you. Some may walk away, and though that may cause pain, it's also part of the plan. I have not called you to please everyone, but to obey me. There will be paths you must walk alone, but know this, you will never be abandoned. What I am shaping within you will radiate with brilliance when the time is right, but it will not be for your own glory. It will be so others can see in you the reflection of what only I can create in a life surrendered to me. You may feel that at times you give without receiving, that you sow and yet see no harvest, but know this, in my kingdom, every seed you have sown in obedience, generosity, and silent service is growing not by human understanding, but by divine rhythm. The harvest will come exactly when it is meant to. It will not be early or late. It will come at the perfect moment, because my timing is not rushed by impatience nor delayed by doubt. My eternal clock determines the pace of everything I am developing, and when it comes to fruition, no one will be able to stop it. This is a season of deep preparation, but not for trivial matters. This is preparation for greater challenges. What is ahead will require maturity, clarity, and steadfast faith. This is why I have been removing things that no longer serve you, cutting ties that held you back, and taking away burdens that were heavy but unnecessary. Not everything you lost was truly a loss. Many of those things were liberations, and although it may have caused pain in the moment, now you will move with greater ease. I need your hands free. I need your heart unburdened. I am bringing people into your life that you do not yet know, people who have a role in the work I am preparing for you. Divine connections, holy alliances, men and women who have been processed in secret and will walk with you in the public eye. Some will bring wisdom, others will bring resources, and some will simply stand by you, helping hold you up when you are weary. None of these connections will come without my approval. You will learn to discern what is from me and what is not. You will no longer be moved by emotions but by discernment, and you will speak not from a place of need, but from a place of deep understanding. From the authority I am placing in you, this moment is not just another step forward. It is a significant transition, a spiritual turning point. You are moving from a place of desperate cries to a place of fulfillment, from passive waiting to active, prophetic fulfillment. When I speak, it is not in vain. What I have promised you will not remain suspended in the air but will come to fruition. I am aligning everything needed for you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Even if everything around you appears unchanged, deep inside, transformation is already happening, and these changes will shape your life forever. In the quiet of your inner thoughts, where you cannot even fully express what you feel, I am at work. No confusion is beyond my clarity, and no shadow remains untouched by my light. You've walked through seasons where everything seemed unclear, where the future was obscured behind a veil of uncertainty, but you are not walking in blindness, even if it may have felt that way. Every step you've taken, even the hesitant ones, has been guided by my hand. When you doubted, I did not withdraw. When you grew weary, I stayed by your side. I have been with you in every moment, even when you felt unworthy of my presence, because I don't love you based on your actions, but because of who you are. There have been voices trying to define you, voices that labeled you based on your past mistakes or the perceived lack of progress. But those voices do not hold the authority you have granted them. I am dismantling the lies you've believed. You will no longer carry the weight of believing you are not enough. You will no longer walk with your head bowed, doubting your worth. I am lifting your face, restoring your self-image, not to inflate your pride, but to return to you the truth. You were created with intention, deeply loved, and designed to reflect my glory. In what you might consider to be ordinary or routine, I am quietly placing the keys to the new direction I am guiding you toward. Not everything that makes a loud noise is from me. Often, the most sacred things appear in the simplicity of daily life. An unexpected conversation, a word spoken at just the right time, a door opening when you weren't even looking for it. I am present in the details. I reveal myself in the small things before I show up in the larger ones. Do not overlook the quiet starts. Do not ignore the subtle signs, for there I am, whispering guidance, lining your spirit with what is to come. There are things I have been restoring within you, processes that no one else can see, changes that only you and I are aware of. You no longer respond the way you once did, and though you may not have fully realized it, Your soul has become more attuned to my movement. You are learning to release what you cannot control, to surrender to me what you cannot solve. This is spiritual maturity. It's not about knowing more, but about trusting more, and that trust is growing. You are putting down roots that will support the work I am about to do in your life. Your external circumstances may not yet reflect the internal transformation, but change is coming. The environment around you will start to respond to what I have been sowing in your heart. Relationships that have become strained, situations that feel like constant struggles, will be touched by my peace, not because you've conquered them, but because I dwell within you. My presence not only transforms what you touch, but also who you are, and from that renewed version of yourself, everything else will begin to be impacted. I know you've been seeking confirmation. Deep inside, you want to know if you're on the right path, if your efforts are being noticed, if your time is being well spent. And here is your answer: nothing done in my name is in vain. No prayer goes unanswered. No act of obedience is without its reward. You may not see the results yet, but heaven has already taken note. The angels have moved in response to your cries. The unseen battles you fought have not been ignored. I have fought for you when you were too weak to fight on your own. You are being shaped to give life, to become a voice that doesn't just echo the words of others but speaks directly from my presence. What you are going through right now is not solely for your benefit, it is for many. I am creating in you a well, and when others come thirsting, they will drink from the testimony I am building in your journey. Do not stop because of what you do not yet understand. Trust in what you already know about me, because in what I am about to reveal, your understanding will be far surpassed by my revelation. Every life has moments where it's not about moving forward or backward, but about staying in place. And that is what I am doing with you right now. I am teaching you the power of remaining, not running driven by emotion, nor stopping because of fear. There is great strength in learning how to stay under my shadow, to wait without impatience, and to trust without sight. While you may feel like you're on hold, I am actually activating the most crucial movements of your destiny. Do not rush the process. The eternal is not built in a hurry. It is established with deep roots and solid foundations, and I am digging deep within you, far beyond what anyone else can see. You may wonder why things take so long, why others seem to be advancing while you wait. It is because what I am forming in you is not a fleeting emotional response or a passing enthusiasm. I am constructing a temple, a spiritual dwelling place where my glory can reside without interruption. I do not want to simply visit you. I want to make my home in you. The pressure you felt is not a sign of failure, it is proof that you are being molded to carry what others cannot. I do not place unnecessary burdens on my chosen ones. Every challenge you faced has been part of the preparation. It has taught you resilience. It has sharpened your ability to discern what is true and what is superficial. You have learned to see beyond the surface into the spiritual realities beneath. You no longer believe everything that glitters, because you now understand that not all light comes from me. You are growing in maturity, and this will enable you to guide others with both compassion and authority. Do not focus on what is lacking. Do not measure your future by what you currently hold, because I am not preparing you to simply manage what you have now. I am preparing you to handle things you cannot yet even imagine. I am about to entrust you with responsibilities that will require more than just talent. They will demand character, not just passion. What lies ahead will be remarkable, but it will never surpass the greatness of my presence within you. And as long as you stay close to me, everything I give you will be safeguarded. If you don't believe in the power of Jesus, you are free to dismiss this message, to walk away with your heart untouched, and continue on your path as if nothing here holds meaning. But if, deep within, there remains a flicker of faith, if you've ever felt the comforting sweetness of my presence, or if your soul yearns for something beyond what this world can provide, then I ask you to pause. Don't just keep moving forward. I invite you to take a moment to listen. I'm not just asking for your time, but for a divine encounter, a sacred moment between us. I am the one who formed you in your mother's womb, who knows every thought, every wound, every prayer you have whispered in your darkest hours. I am the one who loves you more deeply than you can ever imagine. Your presence here is not by accident. You're hearing this because I, your God, have something to reveal to you, a revelation that has the power to transform your life from the inside out. My beloved child, do not be disheartened by the chaos around you or by the appearance of scarcity in your life. Do not allow the dryness or lack you see to deceive you into forgetting that I am the God of provision, the one who makes a way in the wilderness and brings forth streams in the desert. Today, I want you to know with complete certainty that great blessings are on their way to you. This isn't about empty words meant to lift your spirits for a moment, but about an eternal truth, grounded in my faithfulness, that I have chosen to manifest in your life. I am preparing an answer for you. I am moving things in ways you cannot yet see, and I am opening doors that no one can close. Soon, you will experience an unexpected provision, a blessing that was once forgotten, perhaps even old, but it is specifically reserved for you. It will come not because of your own worth, but because of my grace. This blessing will come with a profound purpose, not only to meet your needs, but to empower you to restore, renew, and rebuild what the enemy sought to destroy. To you who have silently wept, to you whose strength has felt drained, hear this with your heart. You are never alone. I have been with you at every turn, in every fall, and every time you have tried to rise again. Not for a single moment have my eyes turned away from you. Even in your doubt, when your faith has faltered, my love for you has remained constant. My desire for you has not wavered. I long to fill you with comfort, peace, and an unshakable hope. In the midst of turmoil, I am near. In the heart of the storm, my voice continues to echo. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. And as you walk through this valley, I bestow upon you the gift of strength. Strength not from the world or from your own power, but from above, from heaven, where your name is etched in eternal love. Within you lies a treasure, a gift you have yet to fully uncover, but it is undeniably there. It is like a deep reservoir of living water hidden in the driest desert. When everything around you seems barren and hope begins to slip away, it is from this well that you will draw the life you need to press on. I have placed it inside of you. It is a secret source, one that breathes life into you when others would have long given up. Just as the roots of a tree reach deep into the earth to find water in a drought, your soul will find its strength in me, not because of what you see, but because of what I have promised. That inner strength, even when you don't always recognize it, has carried you through your darkest days, and I promise you, it will continue to carry you forward, because that strength is my spirit living and working within you. Listen carefully, my beloved, for this message is no mere coincidence. It's not just another video, another text, or another piece of content amidst countless others. No, this message comes directly from my heart. I have carefully prepared it, and I have touched those who share it. Every word has been placed under my hand to ensure it reaches you at exactly the right moment, because you matter to me, because I love you, and because I have chosen this channel, this way, to speak to you today. When you open your heart to me, when you take a moment to truly hear, something inside you begins to shift. That small act of faith, that simple willingness, may very well be the thread of light I use to reach and strengthen others through you. You are part of a much bigger plan. You are a bearer of my glory. So, with urgency and love, I implore you, stay here. Do not ignore this message. Do not brush aside what I am revealing, For this moment could be a unique opportunity. It could be the last call to receive what I have so carefully guarded for you. I have prepared something magnificent, but it requires your attention and a willing heart. Keep listening, for I do not speak to you from afar, but from the very core of your being. I speak from the place where my spirit resides, deep within your soul, where hope still beats. I want you to understand that everything you are going through is not in vain. Not one tear you have shed has fallen without reason. I have been with you in every moment of silence, in every night when the weight of the world felt too much to bear, in every instance when you thought about giving up. Yet, here you stand not by your own strength but by mine. You are here because I have held you with my unseen hand. You are here because I have been preparing something far beyond what you could ever imagine. I want to share something with you. The process has already begun. Even if you can't see it with your eyes yet, even if you haven't physically touched the very thing you've been praying for, I have already set the heavens in motion on your behalf. Delays are not rejections, they are part of the divine timing, which only I can orchestrate. I am not just preparing a blessing for you. I am preparing you to receive it in a way that will not overwhelm you, but that will allow you to handle it with wisdom and gratitude. Know this: the provision coming your way, the financial blessings I've set aside for you are not ordinary. They are ancient, special, and sacred. I have kept them hidden for you alone. They are meant to restore not just the physical aspects of your life, but to renew your spirit as well. This is a sign that something new is beginning, and as it does, everything that no longer serves you will be removed. Understand that the key to your abundance, to the fulfillment of your dreams, is already within your grasp. You don't need to search outside yourself for it, for I placed it within you the moment you chose to believe in my beloved Son. When you move in faith and listen to my Holy Spirit, I, myself, pave the way before you. Nothing lies outside my control. Invisible forces begin to work on your behalf. Angels are dispatched, hearts are softened, and hidden opportunities are revealed. All of this occurs when you walk in trust, knowing my hand is guiding you. The time has arrived for you to step forward with assurance. Stop looking back, and don't fear what could go wrong. I have given you wisdom. I have given you discernment, and I am the one directing each of your steps. I declare that as you follow the guidance of your heart in alignment with my will, and as you take action inspired by my word, doors that were once shut will now swing wide open. The places where you were once rejected will now become platforms of honor. Those who once overlooked you will soon come searching for you, not because of fame or recognition, but because of the light of my presence shining through you. Financial blessings, independence, and prosperity will flow into your life like rivers of living water, not as a result of your own efforts, but because I have chosen to love you with an everlasting love. I am the God who turns dreams into reality, and the dreams you once thought impossible, the ones you buried due to exhaustion and disappointment, I have seen them, and I will breathe life into them once more. Trust in my purpose for your life and the provision I've already set aside for you. There are places you have yet to step into that are already yours. Keys are being forged right now, preparing to open doors that will shift the entire course of your story. I make this promise to you, yes. I, the Lord, promise you that your faith, coupled with your determination, will be the key to unlocking the floodgates of blessings over your home. This is your time of harvest. Don't let fear steal it. Don't let doubt cause you to turn back. Do not compare what I am doing in your life with what I am doing in others' lives, for my work in you is unique, personal, and intimate. Prepare to witness your vision come to fruition with grace, beauty, and abundance. What I have started in you, I will perfect. What I have promised, I will deliver. And what I am about to pour out will know no limits, because my power has no boundaries. Every word I have spoken over your life still stands firm. Nothing has been revoked. No promise has expired. Despite the waiting, the silence, and the voices of doubt, my word remains unshaken, an eternal anchor that holds steady through every season. I never forget the promises I have made. Even when time seems to pass without visible results, I have continued to work in the deepest parts of your journey. Every detail has been carefully woven together, even when you couldn't see the progress. You have been in a season of preparation, not abandonment. You walked through the fog, but never without direction. In the silence, divine work has been taking place beyond your comprehension. This is the moment when what was sown in sorrow will begin to bloom with purpose. The promises I planted in your spirit, the ones that once ignited your heart, will return with power and fulfillment. Nothing has been forgotten. Even the desires you buried deep within, out of fear of disappointment, have remained before me. Each prayer, even the weakest ones, planted seeds. And I will not let any seed watered with faith and hope go unfulfilled. Now is the time to witness what has been growing in secret. As you move forward with an open heart and a clear vision, you will start to see doors that once seemed shut swing wide open. Relationships will be healed. Forgotten dreams will be revived. Roads that once appeared blocked will begin to clear, not by accident, but because I have been preparing the way for you. You have not been lost, even if it felt like you were going in circles. You have been going through a sacred process of growth and maturing. What seemed delayed will now be accelerated in my perfect timing. When I declare that the time has come, no power on earth can hinder what I have decided to release. The work I began in you is being perfected, even if many may not understand it, even if you have questioned whether it was all true. The fulfillment of what I have promised is drawing closer, like the steady approach of dawn that never halts. Step by step, everything I've spoken to you will begin to take form. It won't happen all at once, but you will see it clearly as it unfolds. It will not come through your own strength, but through mine. Just as a potter shapes the clay with patience, I have been shaping your character, your vision, and your faith, so that you can receive the blessings without them becoming burdens. This will be the time when what you have long held in your heart will start to manifest in front of your eyes. Your dreams, those inspired by my spirit, will begin to find fertile soil. Don't be alarmed if it seems everything is happening at once. I am the one holding every piece in place. The provision I have promised will come with clear guidance, and that guidance will be accompanied by peace. Everything will fall into its rightful place when I bring it to you. It will be like gentle rain on dry earth, like a river finally flowing after years of waiting. It won't be overwhelming, but it will be unstoppable, because everything that belongs to me carries my seal, and what I seal, no one can take away. The key to abundance and the fulfillment of your dreams has always been within your grasp. It is not hidden elsewhere, nor is it reserved for others who may seem more capable or deserving by human standards. It is inside of you because my spirit dwells within you. When you act in faith and align with what I have spoken, everything begins to change. You don't need to see every detail of the path before you. You only need to follow my voice when I lead you. You are not alone in this process. I go ahead of you, preparing the way, moving hearts, opening doors, closing others, and placing signs to keep you on track. This is the time to take action, to speak boldly, to sow generously, and to walk with purpose. The forces of heaven are at work, and my hand is upon everything you touch in obedience. I declare that when your actions align with my will, the manifestation of my promises is certain. Prosperity will begin to flow into every area of your life, not just financially, but in every aspect: your home, your relationships, your dreams, your health, and your spirit. It's not just about receiving, It's about allowing my glory to be revealed through everything I give you. I want the world to see that my power is not just a concept, but a living, breathing truth. Your life is meant to ignite faith in others, to stir belief through what I will do in and through you. Every testimony of what I accomplish through you will be like a spark that ignites the hearts of those who have long been dormant. Your unwavering determination, combined with your faith, will be the key to unlocking what has seemed impossible for so long. Do not be afraid, do not allow doubt to creep in, and do not look back. This is the time of harvest. It is not something far off in the future. It is here, now. The heavens are opening, and what you have waited for with tears, you will now receive with joy. What once seemed distant will soon manifest before your eyes with grace, beauty, and abundance, not through your own strength, but by mine. I am not leading you down this path simply to provide answers, but to make you an answer. Here are places I have reserved for you, not only to bless you, but so you can become a vessel of blessing to others. I am positioning you so that what I have placed inside of you as a place to make an impact. Though there have been seasons when you felt overlooked, when your voice seemed unheard, or your gifts went unnoticed, the time of invisibility was not wasted. It was a season of protection, a time to grow stronger, and now it has prepared you for what is ahead. If you had been revealed too early, the immaturity of others and your own desire for affirmation would have caused harm. But now, after the process, the silence, and the refining, you are being prepared to step into visibility ready with purpose, character, humility, and a clear sense of mission. You will start to notice that certain aspects of your life will naturally begin to draw attention, not because you pursued it, but because I have chosen to bring to you exactly what you need. Resources that once felt out of reach will come to you effortlessly. Doors you never thought possible will open without you having to force them. This won't be the result of human effort or manipulation, but because of the divine favor I've chosen to pour upon you. I will elevate you in the midst of the ordinary, in such a way that no one can attribute your success to personal connections, natural talent, or coincidence. It will be undeniable that I've been in every detail of your journey. You will begin to move at a different pace. Your spirit will feel a divine urgency, an acceleration not driven by anxiety, but by purpose. You won't be confined by routine any longer, nor will you remain stuck in comfort zones. Instead, you will feel compelled to move forward, to create, and to bring to life the visions that have been deep within you for so long. And this won't be out of haste, but with precision. Every step will be taken with clear direction, and every action will be marked by inner peace. Distractions will be exposed, and they will no longer hold power over your focus, because I am renewing your understanding, guiding you not by what you see or feel, but by what I've spoken to you in secret. Furthermore, there is a sense of liberation unfolding in your environment. The repetitive cycles of frustration that once held you back will begin to break, allowing new freedom to emerge. What has been a long-standing pattern of limitation will be broken by the arrival of something entirely new, not just within you, but within your family, your lineage, and your community. The work I am doing in your life carries a multiplying effect. It is not merely for your own benefit, but to establish a living testimony of my redemptive power. I am reaching deep within, healing old wounds, and uprooting the habits, beliefs, and structures that have kept progress at bay for generations. But through your faith, you become the beginning of a new legacy, the start of a completely different story. During this time, you will also see fulfillment in areas you had long closed off in your heart. Promises you locked away in the someday box, out of fear of disappointment, will now begin to unfold. Dreams you buried, hoping to protect your heart from more pain, will now come alive. I do not forget the seeds I planted in your heart, and now I am rescuing those original visions to bring them into the light. You will start to see how creative ideas return to you with greater clarity, how words you wrote long ago will come alive once more, and how concepts that once felt out of place will now fall into place perfectly because the time has arrived. Everything has a season under the heavens, and yours is now. Furthermore, my peace will define this process. It will not be a shallow or fleeting peace, but a deep peace that roots your soul, giving stability regardless of the circumstances around you. Even though the world may shift, within you will be a calm that defies understanding. That peace will serve as evidence that you are walking in the right direction. It will not be the absence of struggle, but the presence of trust in me. For I did not promise a life without challenges, but I promised my constant presence to guide you through them. It will not be the same as before. It will not resemble the seasons you've walked through in the past. It will be something new, something fresh, something far greater. While you may not have a clear reference point to fully grasp it, you will have my spirit to lead you, step by step. I am not calling you to simply repeat what hath been done, but to innovate within the eternal, to build upon what has never been built before. I am the one who makes all things new, and you stand at the heart of this new beginning. Now that you have reached this moment on your journey, it's crucial that you grasp something deeply significant. What I have set aside for you demands not only faith, but preparation. Receiving the promise is not enough. You must know how to walk in it. The blessing I am about to bestow upon you will not be light, for it comes with responsibility, influence, and an impact that will extend far beyond your personal reach. That is why, during this time, I am placing a divine strategy, a clear plan, in your path, not just for you to move forward, but to sustain the blessing that will come. First, there will be an internal reorganization. You will begin to feel an increasing desire for order, not the kind dictated by the world, but the kind that arises from my spirit. This order isn't just about rearranging external things, it's about aligning your heart, your priorities, and your intentions. I will guide you to examine what you're building and show you where there are weak spots, not to condemn you, but to heal you. Anything not rooted in eternity will be removed, for you cannot build something new on foundations built from fear, pride, or insecurity. What you are about to build must be grounded in truth, purity, and total dependence on my guidance. You will begin to notice certain areas of your life calling for special attention. It may be relationships that require healing, habits that need to be let go of, or thought patterns that must be renewed. This process may not be easy, but it will be necessary. I cannot take you to new heights if you continue holding onto burdens that are too heavy for you to carry into the future. What is ahead requires that you have open hands, a pure heart, and a clear mind. Many struggle to sustain what they receive because they fail to prepare for the weight of the blessing. But you will not be among them. I am shaping you to endure, to move forward without hesitation, and to shine brightly even in the midst of uncertainty. Furthermore, I will open your eyes to a new level of stewardship over your time, your words, your resources, and your decisions. Nothing in your life should be taken for granted. Every moment has purpose. Every resource is a seed. Every word you speak carries power. I will teach you to move with intention, to speak with wisdom, and to sow with purpose. Many waste what I give them because they failed to recognize the significance of the small things. But you will come to understand that in the little things, when handled with faithfulness, lies the key to multiplication. This will become a hallmark of your life in this new season. Quiet faithfulness, consistent with a long-term vision. Lastly, I will activate a sharper spiritual sensitivity within you. You will start to recognize more clearly what comes from me and what does not. You will no longer be led by emotions, but by divine guidance. My voice will not be a distant whisper. It will be a constant companion, directing your path. In the routine, In the simple moments of life, you will begin to discern hidden instructions, for not everything will come in the form of visible miracles. Some of the most powerful strategies will appear as simple ideas, unexpected conversations, or subtle opportunities. I speak in the extraordinary, but I also reveal myself in the everyday moments. Those who have spiritual ears will recognize the subtle whispers that hold keys to progress and growth. Alongside this, I am releasing a fresh anointing for action. This is no longer a season of merely planning or waiting. It is the time to take action, to establish, and to move forward without hesitation. What you have long carried as vision must now become reality. You don't need to see all the resources in place. Begin with what you have. Take what is in your hands and make the first move. As you walk the path, you will witness how everything starts to align. Don't wait for perfection, for in obedience, provision will arise. Faith doesn't grow through visible guarantees, but through trust in what is unseen. I will be present in every step of the process, but your action is the spark that will activate what has already been set in motion from on high. You will come to understand the power of silence. During this time, not everything needs to be shared or made public. Many of the most important things I am doing in you and for you will remain hidden for a season, not to conceal them, but to protect them. The sacred must be guarded. Don't speak of your visions to hearts unprepared to receive them. Don't expose what is still in its formative stage. There are times when growth occurs more deeply when it is not on display. Just as a seed begins to grow beneath the earth before it ever shows itself, so will your process unfold. In time, what is true will shine with its own brilliance, without the need for explanation. What I share with you is not meant to overwhelm, but to strengthen you. When I give you strategy, I am also providing you with support. You are never alone in this journey. Every instruction I give is backed by my strength. Each step you take will be upheld by my hand. What I have promised you is not just a destination. It is a transformation from within, and that transformation has already begun.